Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the LEGO Star Wars Sith Fury-class Interceptor from the Old Republic game. This is set number 9500 and the ages are 9 to 14. This thing is really cool and I had to have it as soon as I saw it. I let it come down in price a little bit and then I've snatched it up. It's various different prices right now, but whatever you can find it at, whatever you're comfortable with paying for it, then definitely get it, because this set really is a very interesting build, a very intricate build, and you get amazing minifigures. So hopefully I can persuade you to pick this thing up today. So basically, it's not a new set. It came out in the last wave, and it really is cool. So as I said, if you can find it anywhere and it's a reasonable price compared to what you want to pay for it, then just get it straight away. Do not think about it, especially if you're a gamer and you like the Star Wars Old Republic series, not just this new online MMORPG, but any series of it. Then this thing is definitely for you. So as we can see with the box, it looks pretty damn nice. And then there's the 3 minifigures that we get, all new. And then if I bring it round, I'll just show you the back. There you can see all the different things that you can do with it. So you can open up the wings, the cockpit, the rear hatch. It shows you that basically they are sort of like the TIE fighter equivalent of the Old Republic, because there's a few of them. And yeah, great. And if you can find it for cheap one way or another, then this would definitely be an awesome set to make an army of these ships, because these things look really, really awesome on display. So if you could get a load of them and then maybe put them in like a kind of flying display like that, that would be really, really cool. And if you do have more than one of these, then please send me a video response or something on this video, or a link to your video, and just show me your collection of these things, because I really would love to have more than one. I'm not going to be able to, but if you do, then please go ahead and show me. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what we get. So as always, I'm going to start off with the instruction booklet, and as you can see here, this is booklet number 2, and then here is booklet number 1. Basically, because the wings are the same, you've got 6 bags, and bag 1 and 2 is the center part of the ship, 3 and 4 is one side of the ship, and then 5 and 6 is the other side. So granted, 2 bits are basically repeating themselves. But because it's quite an interesting build, don't worry about getting bored whilst you're doing it or anything. It's a very big set, and in terms of the size of the box, the booklets, the amount of pieces and whatnot, but it won't take you forever to do. Just stick to it if you are getting a bit bored making it, because look at the end result, very nice. But one thing I'd just like to show you, the instructions normally just come as they are, but they were actually inside this little plastic bag, which is quite nice, along with the stickers, which is just, if I pick them up here, this is the sticker sheet. It's just the 4 pieces along the side of the ship right here. There's like 1, 2, and basically they come with that instead of just being loose in the box. But also in this little bag with the instructions and that, you get this cardboard, obviously there to stop it from getting creased or bent or whatever. So I thought that was very nice. So let's dive into the minifigures here. First up, we get the Sith Troopers, and when it gets in focus, there we go. They do look very, very nice. We just get your usual blaster there, which I quite like, and the moulding is very nice. If I can just show you close up here, extremely nice. Now I think they must look through this tiny gap here, or through these vent sort of looking things here. That's about where their eyes come up to, so they must look through there. But very, very nice design. Really, really awesome paint. Lots of silver detail going on the torso and on the back. It would have been nice to have a little bit of belt printing on the top of the legs there, or even some leg printing down here, but it doesn't really matter too much. And then the face is the same with both of them. It's just a one-sided face, it's not a double-sided face. Very nice expression. And then, as I said, it's the same for him. So here he is. The main reason that a lot of people are going to get this set, Darth Malgus. This guy looks incredible. Really, I've always known about the Old Republic games, but I've never had any of them on consoles. I play the online version now, the free one, and as soon as I saw the cinematic trailers for that game and saw this guy, I thought to myself, what have I been missing all these years? Because I've always loved Star Wars, I've always loved games, but I've never got the Old Republic stuff. And I really wish I did now, but you know, it doesn't really matter too much. So I'm really happy to get this set and to finally get into it. But we're getting the newer style of lightsabers instead of the crappy grey plastic version. We're getting the nice sort of gunmetal-ish silver effect there. So if I just take that off, his bit of armour here, his breathing apparatus, looks really cool. This is obviously a newly moulded piece just for this figure, and it looks incredible, absolutely incredible. The gunmetal goes all the way around to the back as well as going around onto here. You've got lots of nice little detail there. The breathing apparatus that goes over his face is really cool. So I'll take that off so that we can take a look at his body mold here. So I'll put his head back on. So as you can see from the cinematic trailers, we saw him get all this face damage when a grenade went off next to his face, and that's done really well. Very good representation of Darth Malgus there. Very nice. And then here you can see more of that torso detail going on. He's got great leg printing. Very nice. Awesome back printing too. It really does capture his armour very well. And then, as you can see, the cape, it's a little different to other capes. You know, it's just got that single hole instead of the two pieces that you'd put together. So I like that, and it sits very snug to his body and is about less than a millimetre from touching the floor. So it's a nice long sleek cape. And then, as you can see, you've got that piece that's separate. So yeah, very nice. And as you saw as well, with the cape going underneath this sort of pushes it tight to the body, meaning it just looks great and flush. It's not just like sticking out the back, it's very straight. But that's it for minifigures. They look really awesome, and definitely, if you're not going to get this set for the ship, who knows if we're ever going to get a Lego Darth Malgus again. Most likely won't. This is an amazing minifigure. It's the best minifigure that they've ever done, in my opinion. So detailed, so well done. They have actually made that just for this. So definitely, if you like the game, or if you're into him as a character, definitely pick this set up, because you won't get him again. So, putting those to one side, let's take a look at this Fury-class Sith Interceptor itself. First of all, we're going to take a look at the weapons on the side here. So this does come with flick-fire missiles, but as you can see, they've added this extra piece. So this is a piece that's right here, and if I just take one out, they've just basically added another one. And I think that looks great, because it does make it look like it's got blasters on the side. So it doesn't actually ruin the aesthetic of the ship. It does look like it's got very beefy blasters on the side, which is good. The stickers on the set are these here. So you got one long piece here and then one long piece here. Very easy to apply. They look really good. And yeah, I would obviously prefer them to be printed, especially as they're including a really nice printed cockpit. But you know, I'm happy with those being stickers. If you don't want to apply them, you don't need to. It's not going to ruin the aesthetic of it too much, but the amount of detail that it does bring, I really hope that someday these don't fall off, because obviously then that being plain black, it's going to look a lot different. The shape of this thing is epic. If I just stand it up and bring the camera up here, push it back a little bit so you can see it all, there is the overall shape, and it looks fantastic. Very, very Sith-like. I was like jaw-dropped as I was building this thing, because I've never built something that looks quite this good. Use of the harpoon pieces there, that we normally get in the speeder battle packs, giving you a nice bit of detail. Lots of odd numbers of studs and whatnot, and we've got some antenna pieces here on the wings and whatnot, giving a nice detailed look. Just bring you in close here. If we can get any focus at all, that would be very nice. And here's the back. There you've got the engines and the side. Very, very nice attention to detail all around this thing. Very nice indeed. And what I always like with ships is that on the bottom you've got this space here with nothing in for you to be able to hold the ship and play with it if you wish. So the main feature with this set is that the wings can open up just like your Jedi Interceptors. So these top pieces come up, and as you can see, there's this angled piece right here, meaning that they can only go that far. So obviously you can display it however far you want. If you want them like that, you can have them like that, but to get it to the accurate space, it's great, because you don't have to worry about, oh, am I moving it too far and whatnot. If you just want to get it open real quick, you can just, boom, it's open and it's in the right place. So there's the top sections, and here's the bottom sections, and there it is. In flight mode, it looks, again, incredible. Really, really nice to build. It's very interesting. Really awesome. Now, one thing that's even more awesome is it's connected with piston pieces at the back here. So, as you here they are, black piece and a grey piece, black piece and a grey piece, and as you move it, they move too. So as you can see, I'll just focus in, see if we can get a bit better light there. As you open it up, the piston piece moves and opens up along with it, and again with the top. So that's really cool, very nice for playability, adds a great amount of style to the back. As you can see in there, you've got all your nice little bits and bobs for where your engine is and whatnot. Very, very nice detail. It doesn't have landing gear, it just sits down on these center pieces here and this flat disc, which is perfectly fine, because I think these mechanisms here more than make up for having some, you know, moving parts and whatnot. But I'm just going to close them for the time being, so it's easier for me to move this around. But these top pieces, they just sit down. These pieces, with this ball here, they just rest over these pieces here, so that it doesn't just flop down, sort of thing. As you can see, when you lift it up, it locks in place, and then just a little tug takes it out. So it locks it in position so that if you are playing with it like this, or if you have it rested down, they're not just going to drop out on you, which is great that they included that. So this back section here moves in two places. You can open it up here, and then you can also open up this entire top piece, allowing you to actually get inside and put minifigures in there. So the way this works is these red pieces here are just locking the wings in place, but this red piece down here is actually holding this back section in place. So if we just take this out, it slides out like so, and if I just put this down and bring the camera down, this is the rear section. So we have these parts here, which are storage for either the two guns, or you can put Darth Malgus' lightsaber in there. It will fit inside, and this is where you can put your two troopers. So you can stand one up right there. You can I think the instructions do show him sitting down so that you can see both of them basically, but I'll just stand both of them up, and just to show you, I'll just put the lightsaber in this way just because it's easier to fit it in because I've already put the people in. But storage for both of them with their guns and the lightsaber. And then for focusing around here, you've got the rails on the side, and then you've just got the piece in there that just sits into that hole. So you just put it in like so, give it a push, it locks into position, you can close the back. Very simple. It doesn't actually lock into position, it's just ratcheted down and the weight of it just holds it down. But as you can see, you can fit both of them in there, both standing. It's very nice if you're playing with it as well. You can have him sitting in the back there shooting out, and the lightsaber also fits in. So great storage in there. I'll just take the lightsaber out. They can stay in there for the rest of the review. And then bringing it round to the front now, we have this little section here that folds down, this little flap, so it's a bit like a kind of landing ramp. And then the cockpit can open up in two places as well, so it can open up here, so that's for the actual accuracy, and then it opens up here so that you can actually get your hand in and play with it. So I'm going to come in close just to show you the inside of this cockpit here. What's very, very nice is this front little control panel swivels out, allowing him to get in, so it's really nice. You know, this folds down, that opens up, this opens up, and then he can walk out. So it's a really nice little intricate design. Now the chair in there, I know it's all black inside and it's quite hard to see because there's not too much light going on right now, but there is space behind the chair for the cape if you want to put the cape over the back, but it might sort of crease it a little bit right at the top and it won't be as flush to his body anymore. Also, the chair is one of those where it only has the studs at the front, so if you sit Darth Malgus down, his cape can sit underneath him without interfering with the studs. But also, if you do that, then obviously it might end up being like that over time if you leave him in there. So what I suggest is just take his cape off, and then there's no problem whatsoever with that being bent or anything. And that's what I'd suggest to everything. If you put in anyone with a cape inside a ship, and you want to keep the cape in pristine condition, just take the cape off. It takes 2 seconds, and then it's going to stay nice and flat and sexual for the rest of its life. So he just fits in right in there, very simple, very easy, and sits in there very well. And then you can just close up the control panel, just put his arms down, bring this down, which just sits in there, bring this little flap up, and then I don't know if you can see him in there. I think you can just about see his head, but you can actually see him very, very well. So I give this set a 10 out of 10 for playability. The flick fire missiles are great, you get 4 of them, and also you do actually get that extra piece to put on him, which makes it look like actual blasters on the side, so it doesn't actually ruin the aesthetic of the ship. You get the place underneath where you can hold it, which I love on all ships, and it's got some good weight to it, but it's not too heavy, so kids will still be able to fly this thing. I just wouldn't recommend holding it at the wings, as they can break off from those piston pieces. That's not how the majority of the wing is actually plugged in, but you may break parts of the wings off if you hold it by it, so I highly suggest holding it by anywhere on the centerpiece of the ship. The build quality, as I said, you know, it's just don't hold it by the wings and it's perfectly fine. You can pick it up by the wings, but just don't play with it by holding it at the wings. Design, it looks extremely accurate, and the amount of detail, the amount of attention to all the minor little pieces, all these little vent pieces and the antennas and all, just everything is just really, really cool. The overall shape is awesome. Colour, it's not just a grey and black ship, they got all the red in there, which is very nice. Use of parts, it's got very interesting parts, so even if you were going to get this set just to break up and use for other things, the parts are very nice. There's only 4 stickers, and you get a really nice printed cockpit. You get rare figures basically the Darth Malgus is the one that you're going to be getting the set for, and I 100% recommend you pick this up as long as it's a decent-ish price. So thanks for watching this, guys. If you like the game, you definitely need this set. If you want more LEGO reviews, I'll put some in the description of this video, and I might be getting some more pretty soon. Like I said, I'm just waiting for some to come down in price, like the Kashyyyk Troopers Battle Pack and the 212th Battle Pack. So yeah, I want to build like an army, maybe get like 4 or 5 of each, but I'm not getting them at retail prices. So that could be any time within the next month. But stay tuned for other reviews like Transformers and Marvel Legends, and I will see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.